So let's talk briefly about our process. And we are a team, and of course, the team all reports to me, but it's a team effort here, and it is actually kind of like a relay race. But it begins when you come to us, and my staff will have asked you to bring a questionnaire with you and some supporting documents, and that, with you meaning to your initial intake appointment. And if you haven't done that, that's not the end of the world. I don't need it. It's just useful to have. At the intake appointment, I will, for 30 minutes, sit down with you and get the facts of your individual situation. And I will help you decide whether bankruptcy is right for you and then what chapter you should file under, whether Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. And I'll also determine how much a bankruptcy would cost and discuss briefly with you a payment plan. After that consultation, if you decide to go forward, you'll talk to Jennifer Marks, my fulfillment specialist, or Nancy Cortez or another assistant, and what they will do is go over the documentation with you that is necessary that you provide. Now those forms are on our website, but my staff will discuss specifically what we're looking for, and they'll also discuss the payment terms and payment plans. And generally I do accept payment plans. I have some that last as long as a year. I certainly don't encourage that, but it's not unusual for clients to pay us, say, over 3 to 6 months. But you must be paid in full before you file. So at that intake appointment, again, I kind of get a 10,000-foot view of your situation. I figure out, what chapter, what issues I see, whether 13 would benefit you, and determine that the case could go forward. Then again, you would meet with Jennifer. And after you meet with Jennifer or Nancy to discuss the payment plan and receive the document package, your duties kind of take over, and you need to kind of get those documents for us. And sometimes I used to analogize it to a treasure hunt. You have to get a number of different items, and those are very important because we integrate all that data into your petition. And in the bankruptcy world, that data really needs to be documented. I need your pay stubs for the past 6 months. If you're in a business, I need your documented business income in the past 6 months. Would be a profit and loss statement, or sometimes simple bank statements, depending upon how simple the business is. Once we get your documentation and your money, and you give that to Jennifer Marks, she then will send that package out to our petition drafters, and they will draft, our paralegals will draft your petition. When the petition drafting is complete, which usually takes 10 days to 2 weeks, you will meet with an attorney, either myself or one of my associates. In the Fredericksburg and Richmond offices, you'll meet with Andrew Chen. We file the bankruptcy petition at the petition review appointment. That's a specific policy of this office. Some attorneys will wait till they can have a whole batch and file when they have a batch. The reason we want it filed when you are there is you're seeking bankruptcy relief. And we want you to get that notice of bankruptcy filing so you can go to bed at night and you know that it's done, it's filed. And for that reason, at the petition review appointment, typically your bankruptcy will be filed. 35 days after that appointment, you'll go to a creditors meeting. And my staff, Paige Wilmer and other paralegals, will contact you about when the creditors meeting occurs. They'll tell you need to bring your Social Security card, your driver's license, and any other issues that may be outstanding. I do encourage you to bring your tax return and your bank statements as of the date of filing to that creditors meeting. Keep in mind, your bank statements and your tax return must be given to the trustee 7 days prior to the filing. I'm not encouraging you not to give the documents to my staff. Just sometimes the trustee, even though you give it to them electronically, they don't get it. But my point is, after the petition review appointment, my staff again will take over, and they will be in constant communications with you. And every morning, the first thing I do in the morning is I look at my cell phone and I look at the email that I get from the bankruptcy court, and we'll have a long list of say 30 or 40 items that we receive every morning, and Paige Wilmer, my paralegal, sends that out to all the clients every morning. So look in your email, and if you don't have email, I greatly encourage you to do that. And frankly, if you don't have email, you need to use extra vigilance, because it's very hard to communicate with you when you don't have email. And the court itself is electronic. The court will send you, they send us these copies, but the court will try to mail things to you. It's been our experience that clients do not receive the mailings. But my staff will they'll endeavor to call you and to keep you fully apprised of your case. At the creditors meeting, there are 3 creditors meetings. If you're north of the Rappahannock River, you go to Alexandria. If you're south of the Rappahannock River, you go to Richmond. If you're in Orange, Culpeper counties, you go to Charlottesville. Those are where the creditors meetings occur. At the creditors meeting, they'll ask you, have you listed all your assets? Have you listed all your debts? Have you answered your schedules and petitioned truthfully? Did you sign it with Mr. Conway or with someone in his office? Generally, there should be no surprise at the creditors meeting. Occasionally it happens, but 95% of all cases are concluded at the creditors meeting. And then once the creditors meeting's over, look for that discharge order. Paige will send you an email from the court discharging you from your debts. If you're in a Chapter 13, Paige will send you constant communications about proofs of claim from your creditors and about any objections or motions that the Chapter 13 trustee may have. Again, it's a relay race. When you're with us, it's a team of individuals who are working on your behalf, and we very much want to see that you get the relief that you're entitled to.